I want to welcome you back to Black Site Tonight. We're going to talk about progress. California reparations could see Governor Gavin Newsom of California give Black Americans $223,000 each. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. After 400 years of slavery, segregation, and any other thing you can think of, we have finally made progress in getting reparations in America. This money is not to all Black people, but those who are FBA, ADOS, those who are descendants of slaves. Now we're going to hear from the commission chair and another young man talking about progress in reparations in California.
This is a 600-page report that chronicles the harms against the African American community, starting with what Vice Chair Brown says is the original scene of the crime, that being the transatlantic slave trade. The recommendations for reparations must include compensation, restitution, which accounts for stolen land or stolen wealth, stolen opportunities, rehabilitation, free education, free health care. There's examples. I'm not saying those are going to be the final recommendation. No, not all Black people in the state of California will be eligible for reparations in the state, but those who are the descendants of free and enslaved Black people living in the U.S. prior to 1900 will be eligible.
So this is definitely a historic day. Yes, this is primarily focused on the state of California, but this is nonetheless very, very historic, very, very transformational for Black folks, both here in the state of California and nationwide also.
This here shows you what hard work can do and dedication from our community. We should be compensated just like every other group. The Japanese, the Jewish are still being compensated for the Holocaust from Germany, even America, which had nothing to do with it. $223,000 for each member of ADOS in California, but this has to sweep nationwide. There are debts that have to be paid, especially by this federal government. And let me tell you something, this could truly happen. I'm not a fan of Gavin Newsom, but I am now, because he has given us the opportunity to get what we rightfully deserve, and he's the first man. And more than likely, Gavin Newsom will run for president as a Democrat. If he was to become the Democrat nominee and possibly president of the United States, he would have the power of the pen to give us reparations. We've seen what they can do as a president with a pen. He woke up one day and said, hey, I'm going to cancel trillions of dollars in student loan debt. So why couldn't Gavin Newsom, as president of the United States, put his foot down in an executive order, find a way through the Constitution or legally to give those who are descendants of slaves what they rightfully deserve, and that's reparations. This is how it starts. They say things start in California and it sweeps across the nation. Maybe this is the beginning. When those payments and that compensation is given out, that puts other Democratic states like New York, Illinois, Michigan, all those states will now have to come up with a reparations bill, simply because he has started it. He has basically said in this compensation that we did something that's legally wrong and we must compensate it. This is the beginning. Now we have a basis to go in every state to fight for reparations and the federal government. This is a huge day. This is a big day. This is a monumental day. This is a historic day for black people. They owe us this money. They paid us no money for 400 years of work. No money for segregation. No money for burning down communities. No money for the Red Summer of 1919. No money. And how can you build wealth when you have slavery, segregation, discrimination? And this country has not even apologized for its greatest sin. Since you don't want to apologize, then compensate. And that's what California is doing. When he does this, this is somebody who deserves the black vote, because he's actually doing something for black people. If those payments go out, Gavin Newsom getting black votes. He get 95% of black votes. Because he's not pulling a Joe Biden or Bill Clinton or Barack Obama, who basically said it's not going to happen. He's making it happen in California. And if he can make it happen in California, damn it, he can make it as president of the United States. This is the beginning that we need. We need a politician who's willing to step out and say we were wrong, and Gavin Newsom has done that. And I want to thank all those people in California, some people like Tariq Nasheed, and other people out there who were working on this bill. You got to thank Yvette Carnell and so many others who got this kicked off, who were talking about this bill and possibly getting compensation. Something is better than nothing. But this is only the beginning, because the United States owes us, estimated, I didn't do it, Yahoo Finance did it, between 15 and $20 trillion. And this is what we deserve. We're not begging. We deserve this. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't want to hear nothing about bootstraps, because none of these other crews pulled themselves up. This is what we rightfully deserve. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.